Peace. What's happening, everybody? Hope y'all are doing great, man. Um, Real quick, man. You know what? First off, I just want to say God is amazing. Okay, number one. Number two, He will bless you abundantly. All you got to do is pray, believe, have faith, and go put in that work. Okay. Number three, God is good. um, but no, man. Yeah, I hope you guys have been doing fantastic. Hope you guys have been just doing the best that you can in this life, um, in this current season that you're in. You know, you might be going through a season where everything is clicking on all cylinders. So it's a little easier to feel motivated. It's a little easier to feel uplifted because the wheels are turning, man. Everything is just going your way. It's much harder to get motivated. It's much harder to stay inspired. It's much harder um, to be you. It's harder. It's much harder. And you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Um, what you're going through. But I don't know, man. I just feel like we got to do a better job of staying the course because it's not gonna always be good. You know, the sun is shining. I'm looking out the window right now. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The sky is blue. Not a single cloud in the sky from what I can see, and it looks amazing. And that makes you feel good automatically. Automatically makes you feel good because it's all good. But what happens when it starts raining? What happens when it starts thundering? What happens when it's foggy and you can't see outside? That affects your mood directly, immediately. I mean, as soon as you see the weather getting bad, you like, oh man. You know, a lot of us, we wake up and it's pouring down rain and we gotta go to work. We're in a bad mood because we gotta go out in the rain. If it's freezing cold, if it's snowing outside, which I live in Southeast Georgia, so there is no snow. But, for the people that have to deal with snow and have to shovel out their driveway before they go to work, they're not looking forward to that. That's automatically going to put them in a bad mood. They may not already want to go to work. And on top of that, they have to put in work just so that they can get out their car and leave their driveway. Man, it's hard. It's hard to stay in a good mood or put yourself in a better mood when things are not good. So what do you do? What do you do when it's not good? Because like I said, when it's good, it's good. But what do you do when you don't have money? You got bills that need to be paid, man. What do you do? Sure, you can if you do have people in your life, sure you can ask them like, I really do need this light bill paid. I don't have the money, but I get paid next week. I need this bill has to be paid tomorrow. I don't get paid until next week. And it's at the end of the week. If I don't get this bill paid by tomorrow, then I will not have any light. My power will get shut off. Um Also, you have to excuse me. If you do hear anything, any noise, it's this cat cleaning itself. That's Mia. That's my cat. I'm a cat person. So if you do hear the constant purring and all of those things, I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, what do you do? How do you stay that course when your back is against the wall? And we all have felt that way. But how did you cope with it? How did you deal with it? Me personally, I have found a way to cope with it. I have found a way um, to handle adversity. God, the number one source, prayer, having faith. You have to pray to God to even have faith, to strengthen your faith. I ask God all the time, like, Lord, if my faith is ever gets to the point where it starts to waver, when I'm losing faith, because I feel like things are taking too long to come into fruition, Lord, please strengthen my faith and my patience. When things are up, when I feel like things are just clicking, whether it's my content as far as videos or my podcast, um, my health, my relationships, my job, my finances, everything. When I feel like everything is just, I guess, up to par or just moving in a positive direction, um, I also pray, Lord, just continue to improve everything in my life. But I do know, however, it won't always be this way. So, Lord, prepare me for when things are not as good. Prepare me to be able to deal with it and to come to you, and that my faith will not waver. My trust will not waver. And may I still be blessed abundantly. May you still give me the strength to push on when things don't get bad. And when they are good, please, Lord, keep me humble, keep me faithful, keep me praising your name, and recognizing that it's because of you. Um, and that's just really that. That's what I feel like we need to do more of, because I spent a lot of time um not being able to get bills paid, cars uh getting taken more than once, in different vehicles, you know. And when things like this happen, it's like, okay, what is this moment teaching me? Because we want to get angry so quickly because the situation and what's happening. And we don't think about the fact that, okay, why did this happen? Okay, I was doing something wrong. What was I doing wrong? Was I was I not handling my priorities the right way? Was I not taking care of the things that I should have taken care of? Was my attention elsewhere? So my finances went elsewhere when they should have been here? Because if they were here and not over here, then this wouldn't be happening to me right now. And I wouldn't be feeling this way. I wouldn't be feeling like a failure. Okay, what do I need to do differently? First, I need to work on trying to get this vehicle back. And then once I do, what do I need to do differently? Do I need to switch jobs? Am I too comfortable at this job because I like the people? Because it doesn't feel like work. I don't work hard, but I'm not making enough money. I'm not making a lot of money, but I'm comfortable here because it's easy and I know this job at the back of my hand. Do I need to get a job where it pays more? But I also have to challenge myself because that's the catch. I have to be uncomfortable. But will I be well off in paying my bills? Will I not have to worry about my car getting taken again? Will I be able to put money in my savings account? Man, those are the conversations that you have to have with yourself. You have to start being honest with yourself. And sometimes we're not honest with ourselves until our backs are against the wall. And when your back is against the wall, you have no other choice. Well, you do have a choice. You can either crash out, or you can find a solution. You can turn it around immediately. But once you turn it around, now you have to build this new life, this new you. You have to grow from this. You learn and you grow. It's time for you. You've learned your lesson, right? Hopefully, because now you grow from it. And that's not to say that you won't have problems down the line again, because you're going to always have problems. But every time something happens, it's not happening to us, it's happening for us. We just have to sit down and have a come together meeting with just us and God and say, okay, what are you trying to teach me right now? What are you could be protecting me from something. Who knows? Well, what is this teaching me? What can I do right now in this moment? It's either I worry, get stressed, get sad, get mad, or I just sit down and I calm down and I pray about it and have this peace just come over me. And then I see things clearer. And then I go on about my life. And I trust that God's going to take care of whatever it is. And He takes care of it. He takes care of it right on time. Right on time. There's certain things that you won't go through again in this life because you've learned from them. Certain things you will not go through again. You know. Now other things you will have friendships that you will lose. You will do different things like that. Those things, people come and go. And even then you learn. You may have been ignoring those red flags. You've been ignoring the red flags when you should have left that person a long time ago. But since you didn't, that person ended up getting a chance to hurt you because you let them hurt you. In hindsight, you let them hurt you because you weren't acting on those red flags. You kept holding out. You kept thinking that they will change. A person is not going to change unless they want to. And it's not up to us to change them. It's not up to us to make them change. They're not going to change because of you. They're going to change because they want to. If they care for you, they are already consciously aware of how they're treating you and how they're making you feel, etc., etc. Right? So we have to we have to just we got to be ourselves in the midst of everything that's going on around us, man. There's enough going on in social media, um, elections coming up, wars, hurricanes. There's so much going on to that can scare us and have us worried, and it's taking our eyes away from God. It's taking our faith and it's crumbling our faith, and it's not doing us any good. Our minds, our eyes, our hearts are not fixated on Jesus. They're not fixated on who's in control and who we should be giving our worries to. We're giving our worries to the media. We're giving our worries to material things. We're giving our worries. That is a tongue twister for me. We are giving our worries to man, and that's not gonna work. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. The only person that should be getting our cries, our tears, our emotions, our everything, the only person that should be getting those things is one person and one person only. And that's something we're not doing. We're losing ourselves in the midst of all of the stuff that's going on. Because, if you're not protected, if you don't know who to run to, if you don't acknowledge and remember that you can go to God, then you will lose yourself because things are going to keep happening in the world. You're going to keep seeing things on social media. You're going to see police brutality. You're going to see people, shooting up schools, and you're going to see all of these things that can change your mood, that will change your mood. And if you're an empath like me, then you're going to feel for the people that are suffering to the hands of evilness and wickedness, in no matter way, shape, form, or fashion that it is. There's all types of evil going on in the world, and seeing it hurts because I, for one, just want peace. I want everybody to just be happy and live their best life and be positive and do great things. That's it. But God gave us all a choice, and we have free will to do whatever it is that we want to do. And we could either use that free will for good or use it for bad. And a lot of us are being manipulated, and we are using that free will for bad, and it's not it's not going to work out well for you in the end, because at the end of the day we all have to answer. At the end of the day, we all have to answer. And if people thought more about that, if people actually believed that when we leave from here, we won't even have the options when we leave. We have the options now. You can either choose to go to heaven or you can choose to go to hell. But when you leave, that is it. You can't you can't change anything. You can't change the past now while you're here, but you can change what you say, how you feel, and the things that you do to get closer to God. But once you leave from here, He's going to make that decision, the ultimate decision. And if people believed that, if people really acknowledged that, they would live differently and the world would be a better place. But there's good and evil, and sometimes people let the devil win, you know? But not even to get too far into that. When things aren't good, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you can't get the bills paid on time? What are you going to do if you keep seeing the same pattern of people walking in and out of your life? These people walking in and out of your life, what is it telling you? Why are they walking in and out of your life? What is it that you're doing? What is it that you can change? Because you're not perfect. What can you change to prevent this? If you're struggling on bills, but you drive a brand new car, you have $1,000 home that you're paying rent on, $2,000, $3,000 that you're paying on this penthouse. You have all the expensive jewelry. You have all the expensive clothes, but you're living paycheck to paycheck to pay bills. What do you need to change? What do you need to change? Because now your back is against the wall. You better pray and make the adjustments. God will show you exactly what you need. Sometimes it just takes getting everything stripped away from you that you need in order to realize the things that you have, those material things, those are all things that you wanted. You didn't need any of those things. But sometimes God has to isolate you from everything for you to realize that. He just want to talk to you. So talk to him. You don't gotta wait until your back is against the wall. But remember, when your back is against the wall, run to him. And like I said, when everything is up, when everything is going swell, everything is just peachy, right? What you gonna do? Is it all you? Did you do all of this? Or did the strength, did the health come from him? Where did the strength come from? Where did your health come from? The mental capacity, where did it come from? You just did it yourself. It's all you. Okay. As fast as he can put you up, he will break you back down to make you realize, like, I'm in charge. People don't realize it. But that's all I have for today. That's all I have. The birds are chirping. The breeze is blowing. The sun is out. The sky is blue. And it feels amazing outside. So, of course, I'm positive. Of course, I feel good. But even when it's foggy, even when it's dark, even when it's raining, storming, it's thundering, and lightning, God is still good. I'm still uplifted. I'm still positive because that's the way he's supposed to be. Talk to him and get to know him. Trust me. Peace.